This podcast and prototype was called Shoot the Shit. We're now going by the name Cool Breeze Podcast. Enjoy the episode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our little quarantine podcast. Shoot the Shit, which I don't know, is that what we're going with? I can't.
Yes, we are.
Why not?
Go with that.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
I guess the audience will know based on what the title is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think we've already preemptively decided what the title is, but
Yeah, James had a really good title suggestion.
I like it. I thought it was clever.
Yeah, I love the "oh my" at the end.
Yeah, because like the classic phrase, lions, tigers, and bears, oh my.
I like that too, actually.
Well, I mean, like, title of the podcast, if that's what we're going with.
Oh, the
Like an
brand.
episode title. Or we
Oh,
already got
yeah.
the brand down solid.
Yeah, branding.
I really hope the paint image that James made like prior to this is the logo we use because it's excellent. What can I say so myself?
I mean, I think we should get Adam to do a proper one in Illustrator, but like, you know, I'm honored that you want my paint design.
first of all, I think before we go any further, we should probably just introduce ourselves going down the Discord line. So, Dennis, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Dennis. I'm here. I'm with the boys, and yeah,
Adam, no, you.
Adam next. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Adam. I am a podcaster, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. I'm just kidding. I don't like Tony Stark that much. My name is Adam, and I'm the host of a podcast which doesn't exist yet.
Cool,
Nice.
James.
My name's James. I mean, I was gonna say creative director, but I don't want to give myself a title that doesn't exist.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I came up with a name, and that's kind of it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
My name's Braydon. I'm just kind of. I wanted to join in on the podcast, and so I'm here. And I'm also, I guess, the editor of it. So.
And I'm Carson. I'm an import from the prairies, and I like to think I'm the chosen one of some kind.
Farm grown.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like to
that
think I'm
one.
the Anakin of someone's story. You
My
know?
favorite part is one of Carson's main personality traits is I'm from the prairies, dude.
Well, yeah, because we're all
Yeah.
from Ontario here, right? Like,
No, Boston. Baby.
okay, you were
Okay,
in Boston.
but you
you're
grew
not.
up
You,
in
yeah,
Uppsala.
you grew up in
Yeah,
Uppsala.
you were raised in Ontario.
Yeah.
boys.
You always say
Yeah,
it's like
sure.
the Canadians versus the American, but Dennis, as far as
dude.
I can tell, you've been in Canada your entire life. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. What's your point?
well,
point.
the point is you are also a
Iceland for
Canadian,
years.
dude.
I don't know, dude. I'm chilling.
Lord.
Well, how is quarantine treating everybody?
Depressing, dude.
I hate it. It's not fun. Not fun at all.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of over it.
same.
Honestly.
You
It
know,
was fun for like the first week, though.
Not even the first week.
Well, like,
Yeah,
I don't know what it was. Like, for me, being in quarantine was no different than just any other kind of week, you know? I mean, I would just kind of no matter what, I would either be at home or I'd be at college working at stuff, right? So it's the only thing that's different now is that I can't go to college and I mean, that's it. Like, I'm just always at home now. And I mean, that's fine. But now that the government is telling me that I can't go outside, and not that I went outside a lot to begin with, now that the only thing I want to do is go outside. So,
Well, you can
still go outside.
Go outside, just don't go near people.
no, I know.
Yeah, dude.
And that's like the weirdest thing for me too, is like I can't just randomly make a spur of the moment decision to go hang out with somebody, you know? Because now there's tons of people who are just kind of super mindful about quarantine and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
me too. Like, I have to be as well, but
Yeah. As a person that, I used to love just texting some people at like midnight being like, what you doing? And then they'd be like, oh, nothing. Nothing. Do you want to go for like a car ride? A car ride? Because Dennis, I heard you giggle.
I'm just
You
thinking.
know.
You know what?
Adam saying I'm like, hey, you up text? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go for
I
car
agree
ride.
with you. you do you whatever you want at midnight. But I'm just gonna say I never got one of those midnight you up texts.
I got those. I didn't get one of those either, dude. I'm just saying.
You
Yeah.
guys don't
Same.
get them because I only do them with like certain people. But if you want to get those texts, I can give them. But that's more Summer Adam with like lifeguards, you know?
Fair enough.
No, that's
Also,
fair.
I usually sleep at like midnight anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
But you can
Yeah.
still send them. I just no one knows if I'll receive them.
I could.
Just send
I'll
them off
keep
to
you
the
guys
void.
in mind the next time I need somebody to randomly hang out with at midnight.
Yeah, it's-
I'm just gonna like group text everyone. You know.
Did you guys ever do that thing in high school? I don't know if it was like a thing that just people did, but a bunch of my friends and I, we would just always go out at like 2 or 3 in the morning and just go on walks, and then we'd just spend hours outside just chatting. You know?
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Dude, you're shooting the shit, dude.
yeah, just hanging out. You know, I think
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Those are my favorite parts of high school. I think just going out. We'd literally be hanging out all day, and then we'd just stay up all night and just, you know, just hang out. It was always a good wholesome time, you know, with the boys.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, another topic of quarantine. I had this debate with someone earlier today. I had a theory that I think the pregnancy rate's about to skyrocket after we're actually done, after this COVID-19 thing. I want your boys' thoughts on this.
100%.
Oh
They're
yeah,
already gonna
there's
go up.
no doubt.
Probably.
Probably. What do
I
you
wouldn't
probably?
doubt it, but like I don't know. Because
Like human nature, you know, like it's hard to go out and get condoms. People are still going to want to be sexual.
yeah, but if you're in quarantine, problem is you can't go out and just like see people all the time.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying,
Unless
dude.
you're like quarantined with somebody. And if that's the case, then the chance of pregnancy goes up a lot.
So it's
Yeah.
really kind of like, you know, I don't know. I was gonna say like I don't know. It's like two different things. There's a bunch of different things to think about here, right? You gotta think about the people who are in quarantine with their partner and running out of condoms. But you gotta also gotta think the people who are just irresponsible would just go around sleeping around. They're not. No, they're still gonna go. Never mind.
It's just
Never
fair.
mind. I'm wrong. Yeah, you're right. Dennis, things are gonna get crazy. in 9 months.
It's
I
gonna be
know, that's what I'm saying,
wild.
dude.
Like, we're gonna have such an influx of just babies, right?
There's gonna be like a
everything.
random birth month that's gonna be like
Yeah.
triple the amount, dude. It's gonna be like up
Do we
100%.
call them? But like, do we call them boomers too?
Oh my god.
I guess so,
Yeah,
right?
I think we do. Boomers version 2.
Yeah.
Or like quarantines.
Oh, okay. This might be terrible to say, but like right now, a lot of the boomers are in danger, right? And they're on their way out. But boomers version 2.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That's what I'm worried about, though, is that like our by nature, if we're following history, are we at another sort of right-leaning generation? Because
Damn, dude.
they, well, I would hope that like they would be left-wing, but like if you think about it, these babies are gonna think, well, the babies are adults, they are gonna be a period of like a pandemic and society didn't know how to run, so we know how to run it, and maybe they're gonna be super
It's like they're-
Should be.
right-wing hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but like
It's
that was
advanced humor,
unexpected.
Dennis. It's advanced humor.
That's unexpected from James of all people.
That's
I'm
advanced.
just saying,
yeah,
which
sure.
one does Matthews play on?
Matthew's just Senate,
I
dude.
think he's center, yeah.
Center.
He steers the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know though. I would say a large part of why they're like a right wing generation, if you can call them that, would be because the world would probably have been more right wing before then.
More
I think
right-wing
people's
before then,
evolved-
yeah.
And,
Like,
yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. I'm just like, as a very political person myself, I just feel like it depends on how their parents raised them and what sort of values go into it. So like, perhaps like if the parents are too lenient, they might. Well, I don't know. It's all nature versus nurture, and it's hard to like categorize, and it's all socialization and all that. So topic
That's a-
for another day.
There's a lot of big words in there, buddy. Oh, I lost you. Not gonna lie.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
What do you guys think the situation in jail is like right now? Because I've heard that it's pretty like frightening
Wait.
to be in a jail.
Did you hear?
Yeah,
you see this thing in Thunder Bay News Watch? Brandon,
Speaking.
you saw it?
What happened?
Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about like? Because I
The jail,
was.
the dude that broke
I don't know,
out.
but you started making sounds, dude.
No, sorry.
there's
There was a thing leading up to that. So like, I know that one of the topics I wanted to talk about was that new Netflix show, and I'm sorry, Carson, that you haven't seen it, but it was Tiger King. And I read something this morning that the jail that Joe Exotic, the main focus of that documentary, the jail that he's in, everybody is they're trying to figure out how to separate them because there's an outbreak of corona inside that jail. So
Oh wow.
so
Braydon, you stole my segue. You stole my segue. I was setting us up.
No, I know. I was trying. That's what
I
I
thought you were
figured.
setting this up.
I like panicked and I started making noises because I thought Dennis was talking about Pinot for like a hot
No.
second, and I'm like,
No, I was talking about the thing
Pino's
that
not
happened
in jail,
today.
though.
No, the thing
No,
that
he's
happened
not.
today.
oh no,
The
what
dude that
was-
broke out of jail today from the Thunder Bay.
Oh, is that what happened?
No, I think he was released.
No, he broke out due to error. Like he's on the run.
Oh.
due to error? What, did they open?
it's
Did they
like-
open the door?
Coronavirus now.
Says, dude,
Did they open
due to
the
error.
door and as he's like walking out, they're like, oh no, wait, come back, and he's like, oh no.
It just says error, dude. That's all the post said.
New guy on the job. He's like, oh no.
Oh fuck.
He's like, yo, should the guy in the orange jumpsuit be let out or the guy in regular clothes?
No, all the post said was the reason he got let out or like was due to error. That's all it said.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
so funny.
So the reason this murder suspect's on the run because of error from our police department.
Nice.
Honestly,
Yeah,
good
dude.
good for them for just saying outright, hey guys, we fucked up. You know?
You know what? That's true. Yeah.
But,
Not
okay,
all
back
places
to
do that.
back to Tiger King though. That's a lit documentary.
Oh my lord, I can't. I guess like speaking from somebody who hasn't seen it, Carson, like what have you heard about it?
I heard that. Okay, I'm gonna give you my idea of it so far. Apparently, there's like a tiger farm. And there's a man. I guess because you just said it, his name is Joe, and he's in jail.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. And he runs a tiger
not a
farm.
secret.
I kind of picture it just like a circus, and there's other competing circuses. And
No,
honestly,
no.
every time I picture it, it's literally just a circus, but no one else is there, and it's just tigers and one a guy with the ring. That's how I would explain it.
I wouldn't say
love
you're
it.
far off. I'd say you're pretty on the money with that one.
Yeah, surprisingly, you're really
pretty
close.
spot
dude.
on actually.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
It's
I should
also-
probably watch it then because that sounds wild.
It's not surprising he's in jail either. You know that from the beginning, so like it's fine.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's like the first clip you see.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was assuming. I just didn't know that until Braydon just said it.
fair.
what's super funny is, I had no idea who I thought that this documentary was the first time that I've seen Joe Exotic, but apparently what I didn't realize was that like halfway through the documentary they talk about Joe running for Senate and then running for or what is it governor and or
They went for presidency too.
presidency, yeah.
Yeah,
And-
he went for
Yeah.
presidency and then governor when he lost presidency.
Yeah, which I'm
yeah,
just
dude.
like, holy shit. I'm like, I've seen this dude before. I don't know fucking where. John Oliver did a segment way back in like 2016 when
Oh, really?
Trump and he was on it. Like he showed up on it, and he it showed one of his like crazy ass commercials. And John Oliver, like, you know, made fun of him, and it was so funny.
Oh,
just he
wait,
came.
was he one of the guys who did the Alex Jones commercials?
I don't know.
No, I
No, I
wish.
don't
Can
think
you
so.
imagine Alex Jones and Joe Exotic in the same room?
Oh my god. Oh wow.
From what I hear about Joe Exotic, that would be quite exotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
So is
coronavirus
his last
taking over
name
the
actually
world.
Exotic?
No.
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 No,
His,
he
his
literally
last name is
changed it.
Joe Schriebvogel Maldonado Passing.
Oh
Because
God,
he
that's a name.
He kept getting married to different straight
Straight
men.
guy. Yeah.
He got married to two
Oh,
straight men.
and then you just
like,
smash your last names together when that happens, or what?
Yeah,
He just kept adding on, dude.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Another fine addition to my collection.
Yeah, basically.
What
You
got
know,
me
okay.
worried was the amount of guns and stuff they show that he had. I'm like, yo, this guy's crazy. Why does he have so many guns, dude?
That's just the southern U.S.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of people have guns.
I was not surprised by that bit at all.
Yeah.
Bro, I was surprised how much ammo he bought just going in. Okay, I'll take this. Bye.
But what I find super funny when you watch that documentary is like kind of in the beginning I was like, oh, I might like so and so, and then by like the second episode you're like, oh, I hate everybody. Everybody, like there's no good person at all, and you're just watching this whole
Bruh,
train
the
wreck
thing that
unfold.
I understand. The only thing that got away from the dude that literally went to jail for murder and being a gangster is the nicest guy in the documentary.
Why do you watch it then if you hate everybody?
Because it's
it's
such
so
a train wreck.
interesting.
It's such a train wreck. Like it's just from
It's a train wreck?
oh yeah,
it's so bad.
from
It's
like
so bad.
wow.
the inception.
Yeah.
Like the guy at the very beginning of the documentary says something like, I set out to do this like 5 years ago, and I didn't realize like how wild and crazy this would be, you know?
Yeah, so like
Wow.
the thing is, every episode takes you in such a different direction that you have no idea what's going on, because it'll be like, hey, here is Joe Exotic, and oh, one of his employees just got their arm bitten off, so he's
Oh,
in
wow.
the gift shop saying, well, I can give you a refund or a 20% off coupon for anything at the gift shop.
Yeah,
No,
he did say that.
no, it was a he said a refund or a rain check.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
bro,
it's just like-
Regardless,
Yeah.
it's such a wild thing, and then it just that's like the one of the most normal things which happens in it. But by the end, there's just this like montage of James Garrettson on a Sea-Doo, and you're like, yeah,
what was that about? I didn't understand that either, dude.
it's just a healthy way to end his arc, I
Honestly.
guess.
He's on the city.
There was I remember it was the night that I made that super fucked up like swing from my ceiling. I'm gonna like throw it up, and I had the documentary on the background, and I remember
It's a picture here,
I finished it, and I walk over to my computer and I'm editing something, and episode 1 had just finished, and then episode 2 hits, and it has like the employee who lost her arm, and but like instead of like leading into it, it's the fucking like first thing that happens. So not even
Right?
not even the opening happens, but like while the Netflix, like an original Netflix documentary title is still shown, you see like Joe like frantically sprinting through like his farm and running over to his employee who's on the ground who just lost her arm. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm like, it's 10 seconds in, and I'm already like, I gotta rewind and just watch like what the fuck just happened.
Yeah. He also, as soon as that happens, puts on a paramedic bomber jacket.
Out of nowhere, dude. I don't know where
Yeah.
you got that from.
Okay.
My favorite
Did it
part
help
though
his
was
like
the-
handiness though?
no.
not at all.
Oh,
I'd say it did.
My favorite person that shows the producer dude that's like behind the scenes that's filming him for his own personal reality TV show.
Kirkman,
He's-
yeah.
He was just uncut, unfiltered. Like, yeah, this guy's a dumbass. I was just recording him for fame.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
Wow.
part of it, dude.
I know some people think that he started the fire.
No
As
way.
a person that has only one hard drive, I wouldn't even imagine that thing burning down or like being lost. So losing like computers full of footage on purpose, that's just some, no one would do that.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
as media people, I think we can all say like you don't burn your own hard drives down when you don't
Yeah.
have backups.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too, dude.
Yeah, and they're even throughout like the documentary they were kind of speculating about who did it, and like I don't know.
I think it's Joe, dude.
I
100%
100% thought it was Joe. I'm like I don't know. I
guys,
feel like it's
okay,
too
wait.
sketchy.
Remember, I don't even know what it is, and I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know who did what.
That's true.
That's okay.
Don't spoil it.
We're not spoiling it.
I know it's not Joe though.
It's only speculation.
It's
It
only
wasn't
speculation, dude.
physically
Wait,
Joe because
Have
he
you
was
guys
at a
not finished
wedding.
it?
No, we finished it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I finished it.
Yeah, we finished it.
Everyone but you has watched this documentary, Carson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
like, no one knows who like did the fire, so it's all speculation.
Yep.
Oh, but someone started a fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll find that out.
Wow.
Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to say about Tiger King. I got super into that. It's been like the only thing that I've been thinking about for the past couple of days.
I'm gay. I won't wear a suit. I'm broke as shit.
Bruh.
Vote for me.
Honestly,
Vote for me.
just an
Bruh.
icon. Like,
His branding for the one thing. Carson, did you care if I spoil this or no?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
don't spoil it. Yeah.
I literally just said don't spoil it.
It's a branding thing that he did though for his presidency. It was amazing. I want to talk about
You'll
it.
see it.
Just
He'll say-
still don't spoil it.
He'll see
Carson,
it.
go deafen. Carson, just deafen your
No,
mic for a
what?
second.
No,
Don't.
no. It's part,
Why?
of, it's part of the podcast, dude. We know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah, but like,
Hey,
Other
let's
people
move on.
who listen to
Dennis.
this might also want to watch it.
Yeah.
okay, fine.
yeah.
Dennis, you made eggs earlier. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, dude, my eggs are amazing, dude.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
You made a very
Wait, why
questionable
were they
decision.
or weren't they amazing?
Tell them what crimes you committed.
Okay, so
Did
I
you
made
just
eggs.
cook them with the shells in there?
No, so I've made eggs, right? You know how you put eggs, crack them in the pan, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had goldfish beside me, right? So I put goldfish in the eggs,
Huh.
and then I had some
All
cheese
right.
on it. Yeah.
And how
James
was it?
thinks I thought it was really good. James says otherwise. Though.
Okay, but like, what? I can't. Were they like the pizza explosion kind, or like what'd you put in there?
Yeah.
That's a crime against God, dude. That's not fair. That's not right.
Okay.
Right?
What?
That's not okay.
How did you
I'm
cook these eggs?
picturing the scene from Ratatouille where Remy's like, he takes a bite of strawberry and he takes a bite of cheese and he's like, oh Jesus Christ, this tastes
Oh, yeah.
so good
And
together.
it's got like that like Apple like screensaver thing happening behind him.
yeah, and,
Like he's
and it's
breaking.
mixing. And like, I think goldfish would be a good topping for stuff because everybody likes cheese, the flavor of cheese. The pizza flavors wouldn't have too many odd spices that they're adding in, so I think that would be a fun combination. But I just wouldn't eat eggs anyways. But like, imagine you're like, I have a Caesar salad, you know? Oh my god, I don't have croutons. Throw some goldfish on there.
It's a piece of goldfish in
That's
that
different
boy.
because croutons are like hardened cooked bread, right? So they're a
Okay.
similar texture. But when you have eggs, there's generally not a crunchy texture in the eggs.
No,
That is
but
true.
this one had it.
Unless
It was
you
really
cook
good.
a whole shell in that egg.
Dennis,
No.
how'd you cook the eggs?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
important.
Or, like scrambled.
Okay. Did you put anything else besides pizza goldfish?
Cheese.
Okay.
But
No, nothing else.
No.
No salt, no pepper, no veggies.
No.
I
I guess there's cream with the eggs though, because do the Gordon Ramsay thing. You add a little bit of cream for your eggs, get it fluffy.
Okay, wait. One other question. When you ate it, was it hard to pick up the goldfish with your fork?
No, because they formed with the eggs basically.
Okay,
so they cook
that's
into the
perfect
egg.
then.
Yeah,
I almost feel like I need to try it.
I really liked it. I think it's like a solid like 8 out of 10 egg wise with goldfish.
I just feel like the,
What about
the
without
pizza
goldfish?
flavor probably just not.
I
the case.
don't like that at all.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I've done other stuff with eggs too. Like I put like pretzels in eggs, chicken with eggs.
Oh wow!
Like yeah, I always experiment with eggs, dude.
Stop adding snacks to eggs. Just eat egg.
Hey, wait.
It's fine.
Maybe he found something now.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
You
I
guys
mean,
can't knock it till you try it, dude.
restaurant business, you know, egg bar, like how the make your own omelet, you know?
Yeah, but
It's like Menchie's.
yeah, but I don't think most omelet bars have like goldfish on deck for you to put eggs in with eggs. You know,
Exactly. I'm saying be the niche.
be the niche, Dan.
As horrible as a niche it may be, and as unneeded as a niche it may be.
If you
It's
had,
really good.
I'm wondering if you had like a restaurant like that. Like we have Mongo's in Thunder Bay, but like it's just like a straight omelet bar. I always wonder if they look at whatever you have in your bowl, you know, and they're like,
And just judge you like
yeah,
really hard.
yeah, and they're like,
Yeah,
like,
they
really,
probably do. 100%
really, are you
they
sure?
do.
Like,
I think the weirdest thing I ever put with eggs is like put barbecue Pringles with it. It was really good though.
That. I don't know about that one, buddy.
What do you mean?
Barbecue Pringles with eggs.
Yeah, you crush it up and put it in the eggs.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's-
Stop.
dude.
Missed the mark a little bit there, buddy.
yeah. Now we're straying a little bit farther away from God there,
Boys,
guys. I don't
You
know.
know what? We're at the point where you might as well just go to your pantry and start putting stuff in your eggs.
I will break quarantine to
I don't
break your
risk you
door down.
all.
Why? What's wrong with this?
You're at home making abominations against whatever god is up there.
What do you mean abominations?
Or down there.
It's straight fire,
Or down
dude.
Fire down there. Hell.
It tastes so good. Not gonna lie.
Barbecue Pringles though.
It's a sin.
It doesn't make sense. You know? It's
That's how I feel.
It's like, I think perhaps it just like all goes back to like Denis being Zeus like, because in Greek mythology there's ambrosia, which is nectar of the gods, which mortals can't really eat or like comprehend or something, because they'll get addicted to it and like not want to eat anything else and they'll die. So I feel like Denis in his relation to Zeus is he's made like modern day ambrosia and we just can't comprehend it.
Yeah, I think the weirdest. I also did tuna and eggs, which was like a weird experience, but really good too.
But I feel like that makes more sense for whatever reason in my mind. Tuna and eggs just fits.
Tuna does, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like tuna kind of clashed with the eggs a little bit. I don't know though.
I feel like tuna makes more sense than barbecue Pringles.
Yeah.
Barbecue Pringles is definitely not the way to go.
It really is though, because you crunch them up and basically like if you make like it puts like if you want to make an
Wouldn't it
omelet,
just be like
texture.
eggshells then? Just put eggshells in there, maybe some barbecue sauce. Same.
No,
with
dude, it's basically breading for the egg. That's what I do. Like, so if you make an omelet, use barbecue like Pringles, and then like it gives its texture.
Like, how much do you crush it up? Like
Basically
a lot, so it's like a powder.
He lays a whole ass chip on the top of the egg.
Yeah. Or do you just like? Do you just like
I take like a good solid
break it in
bunch.
half?
I literally take like a big handful and just like crush it up, and then like it becomes the texture of the egg, and then that's the outside.
If
and then
it's kind of like
omelet.
a powder, then maybe it would.
It's
work.
not a powder. It's not a powder.
Then I don't know.
Ben just crushes it with his big hands. That's just good.
Yes, I do.
He just
I'm
steps
just
on it.
picturing to Dennis's mitt just filled with goldfish, and he just looks down and he's like pathetic and crushes it.
I do the same thing with the goldfish. I didn't crush it. I just put them in the eggs.
Too swole for this.
Oh, gee.
What do you mean?
Have you had like a taste test with like Caleb or like your mom? Have you like, I don't know.
No. Caleb hates eggs. My mom's not a big fan, so.
Oh,
no
okay.
one really
ASMR. Dennis is making you eggs. It's just a lot of crunching.
It's just him opening the bag.
Dang, dude. You're right.
He just rips the bag open.
I feel like you actually have to make that now.
I could send you like a picture of what the eggs look like, Braydon, for this if you want.
I want to hear.
Oh, the here.
I need the full
ASMR.
experience.
Okay.
Give me
I'll
like
make
that.
it like a vlog.
Give me like that.
That'll be my vlog,
Yeah,
Yeah, make
give
sure
me
you
like
send it
that
to Mike,
weird
too.
4D experience.
Bro,
where I can
Mike would
smell you
kill
cooking
me.
the eggs.
Kill me, dude.
Hey,
Mike's like,
Mike's already gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Tea time.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh boy.
yeah. I mean, my eggs though, I'll tell you, it's a really good flavor. Not gonna lie.
Just for reference, Mike is our one of our
Teacher.
professors at college. Yeah.
And James made a very high quality content video for Mike.
I made
Call
it
that.
2 a.m. and filmed it.
Yes, it was really good. That was my favorite part.
God, I couldn't get over your like Microsoft Paint-esque opening. With, like, just the rotations and how the song you made was in the exact same tone of voice like after the song ended. So once you started talking, I thought that the song kept going.
I honestly thought that too, that like he was just gonna keep singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did he just like sing beforehand and then like just put the thing over it? Like,
Not
and then
not
just
gonna
keep
lie.
talking the whole time?
In my dreams, James is always singing because I have the same dream every night, and like it's literally what I picture my dreams like. It's just James singing casually with a bunch of shits going around. So
The same
it was
dream,
perfect for me.
the same dream every night.
You didn't know this?
No, I just forgot.
Yeah, dude. I dream that the boys all night and we're just battling people, and then sometimes we die, sometimes we don't, and then like it gets sad and there's a lot of slow motion stuff. But always the highlight of it is when James shows up, everyone stops, there's a spotlight out of nowhere, and James just starts singing a song.
Not even that
It's just
good.
the best thing ever,
Wow. Who was in that position before James was though?
dude. No
I've
one.
only known James for like a year. Oh, just
No,
It was way less interesting until James came then, or what?
Yes, it really was.
Yeah, it was less interesting, and then all of us came around the same time.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of dreams, Carson, do you remember when you told me about like the dream where I was like gunning down people?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
what? Hold
What
on.
did I
This is what
say?
happens. Okay, no. This is how exactly how it went down. So it was like there was like this big shootout between like gangsters, I think, and like all kinds of like bad people in this big room, right? And they're like aim the guns at each other, and then all of a sudden like all the windows get blown out, and there's just like bullets flying everywhere, and everyone just gets like mowed down. And then Adam walks in with like his SWAT team, and all of them have like helmets on because they're just like his minions, except for Adam, because he's the leader, obviously. And he's like, in the token Adam voice, he was just like, "Sorry, y'all, but you were in my shooting zone." And then I woke up.
Adam, do the line.
Sorry, y'all, but you're in my shooting zone.
Pretty much.
Oh my god. Have you guys ever had those oh fuck, what is it? Those I've had wild dreams where I remember at one point, like just stupid dreams where I would wake up like crying, or my sister told me about this one time she had a dream where out of nowhere I think it was about me, and she was like trying to talk to me, but for whatever reason like I turned around. And do you guys remember that weird Snapchat hot dog filter that was going around for like the longest time?
Yes, I do, sir.
I was in like there was like I was the weird hot dog Snapchat, and she told me that she woke up like laughing, like she snapped awake like the second that I turned around and I was the hot dog, and she just
Bruh, when we went to Toronto, we did as a class trip. Jonah in his middle of the night yelling at us. Carson, remember that?
Oh yeah.
Explain it from your point of view, because I was not in the right state of mind.
Okay. Well, I was sitting there trying to sleep. It's like 2 a.m, and then Jonah frantically gets up, and he's like from like laying on his back, he gets up to like sitting up, and he's like yelling at me and Mitch. He's like, "Where's my camera lens?" I don't know where it went, and we're like, "We don't have a camera lens, Jonah." And he's like, "Where is it? I don't know where it is." And then we're like, "What are you talking about?" And then he like looks on the headboard, and these headboards were not like the kind that you could put stuff on. They're just like the thing that kind of goes against the wall, and it's just there for like decoration. And he's like looking on top of it, like you like put it on top. And he's like, "I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went." And then I'm just like, "Jonah, just like go back to bed." And he's just like, "No, dude, like seriously, where's my lens?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then he just like goes limp. And like,
Just goes
falls back down and is sleeping again.
Yeah. Bringing it full circle back to quarantine, I've been having dreams lately about being in quarantine. And I'm like, I can't even escape it in my brain.
Damn, dude.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rough go.
I had a really weird I don't know what it was. It was a couple nights ago. It had no context or whatever, but it was just super like nothing was happening, and I think it was because I've just been playing Animal Crossing forever. But for whatever reason, it was like myself and then a bunch of like these random people who I've never met before, but just like reading cards and then slapping them down. It would get like an object, so like there'd be like a pickaxe. And then I'd slap this card down and get it. And it was just there was nothing happening. There was no progression, and I don't know how long I'd been dreaming that. I just remember waking up and being like, "What the fuck was that?" Like it was just
Damn, dude.
It was so stupid.
Wait, James, do you have any wild dreams or no?
No, for some reason, like I barely remember. Actually, okay, no. A couple nights ago, I remember this one dream. Normally, I don't remember dreams, right? So, like, when I do, they stick out. In this one dream, I don't know what plane of reality or what the current world existing was like, but I just remember, like I remember existing, and I remember there's a drama club thing. There's some play going on. I know I signed up for the play, and then I heard nothing. You know, Thomas, the director, heard nothing from him for months. And I remember thinking, damn, it's been months. I wonder what's happening with that play there. So I walk into the auditorium one day just out of curiosity, and everyone's there. They're doing a rehearsal. And I'm like, huh. I've never heard about this, but I guess I'm locked in this rehearsal now. 'Cause I'm supposed to be here. And so I get a script from someone. And I remember this guy, Josh, is on stage doing his thing. He's the lead role. I'm like, all right, whatever, Josh, you go do your thing. That's cool. And like, I'm looking at the script and I'm looking at like my part and I'm about to go read my lines. And Thomas is like, hey, we're going to do the scene with these people. And I'm in that scene. I'm like, all right, yeah, let me just open up the page to my lines. And Thomas blindfolds me and says, hey, say your line. Like, Thomas, first time reading the
Got him.
script, I don't know my lines. He's like, well, you should have known your lines by now. We're supposed to be off book by now. I'm like, sorry, man.
Yo, is this a nightmare or a dream? I don't know, dude.
That's just rehearsal.
But then Thomas gets super mad. And he's like, are you not going to respect this play? And I'm like, I guess I'm not. And I go to leave.
Oh wow.
But I
Oh, wow, dude.
remember turning back around and saying, I'm going to need to get my shoes first, though.
Wow. James just
Right.
telling it like it is.
Yeah, dude.
That's all that happened.
Dude, I had a similar
Dang.
one though. I had this one where it was like right when, like before we actually did the big show, right? And it was in my dream. It was like show night, right? Right before we were doing this play, and or no, we were in the play in my dream, right? And we're doing it in like, I think it was on the stage, like it was like regular, right? And then Thomas comes up to me backstage and he's like, "You ready for the dinosaur scene?" And I'm like, "There is no dinosaur scene." And he's like, "Yes, there is. Put this on. You're going out there." And I'm like, "Oh God." So he sends me out there, and like
Oh,
all of
no.
a sudden, everything, and this happens a lot in my dream, where just like all of a sudden it's somewhere else. It could be the same thing, but instead of being like the stage, like it was like 2 seconds ago, we were in like the lobby of a hotel, but inside this hotel was this full size like cruise ship, and that was our stage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think I was a pterodactyl, and other people were different dinosaurs, and then they just played this dinosaur themed song, and we were all like, "Yo, we don't
have to
actually
sing
know.
along or no?
We don't." I think so.
Damn.
At least had to come up with some kind of dance, and then we're just like, "Yeah, we don't know what to do," and he just like looked at me and he's like, "I think you do. Just go out there and do it." And I was like,
I think
"Oh,
you do.
geez."
Damn, dude.
And I went out there and I didn't do anything well, but I don't know what I did. I just remember like struggling to like be a pterodactyl for like 10 minutes, and then people clapped, and then I woke up.
Well, Thomas, if you're listening, which you're probably not, because I don't think you're a podcast man. If you're listening, ideas for follies, please take them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no kidding.
done, dude.
Dinosaur cruise ship.
Dinosaur cruise.
We are thickly approaching the 40-minute mark.
Yo, that would be like a good like murder mystery though, no? Like a dinosaurs on the cruise ship. What do you? What? I like it.
I think it'd be very confusing.
How would you make a story? Like, wait, are the people there all supposed to be dinosaurs, or is there like a random dinosaur?
Like the all in costume as dinosaurs for like a kids yacht party thing.
So
but
it's
then
a
a murder head.
Oh, it's like a
It's
kid's
a
murder
kid's
mystery.
yacht party,
Kids yacht party.
or is it a furry yacht party?
Ooh, I like the furry
Oh,
yacht party.
that took a
Correction,
turn.
scaly yacht party because
Oh,
they're
jeez.
dinosaurs. But
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I don't
think
even
the
know.
public is ready for the scaly yacht party.
I don't think I'm ready for a scaly yacht party.
Kids birthday party, and the suspects are gonna be like, you know, the person who always gets chapered with all the dumb rolls, and they get to be a tiny brontosaurus in this one, and then you get another suspect, which is the kid that's turning 7. It's
kid
his
that's turning
second
7.
best friend's mom. Who's
played by Laurel.
Get the frick out of here.
No, it's the second best. It's the kid's second best friend's mom. So it's the mom. She's a suspect. And
Oh,
Still played by
Oh.
Laurel.
Get the hell out of here.
and
People don't know who Laura are, dude.
there's a third suspect.
She's the kid's second best
somewhere.
friend's mom.
We'll need the full cast of characters for the third suspect, but the person that dies is the T-Rex who is stealing the show. Absolutely stealing it.
how do they die?
Wow.
Well,
Get
usually.
eaten by T-Rex.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, I have an idea. What if the guy from the Tiger Show, it's like that, but he's not
no.
dinosaurs, and the whole thing is like, it's just like diva drama between the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
At the same time that they're all kind of like this man's slaves. I don't know.
It's kind of like the
Damn.
birthday party because all the dinosaurs are actors, but they're also slaves to the art. It's a 7-year-old's birthday. He's king.
7-year-old's birthday.
They're slaves to the art.
And
Wow.
the dinosaurs have to do what the kid says because it's his birthday. It's his 7th birthday. Christ.
Dude,
Sure,
good
that's
thing
a big
we're-
birthday too.
Damn, dude. Good thing we're recording this. This is like idea gold right here.
But we don't have any copyright.
Roar. I got a roar because it's his birthday, you know?
Shit.
That's like the
that'd be
Shrek scene where he's like, do the roar.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, 'cause it's his birthday. You're not gonna upset him on his birthday, and his mom's paying for everything. Got this big whole set with cruise ship.
Plot twist, though, the murderer is Carol Baskin.
Who's
Of
that?
course, it's not gonna get it.
Better not a bit of spoiler.
It's not a spoiler.
That's a meme, dude.
It's a
just
meme.
It's a meme.
Oh my lord.
True crime.
True crime. Yo, I love those memes though about her. It's so good, dude.
It's yeah, they're honestly so
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
Dennis, your mic's kind of taking a tumble there, dude.
All in quarantine, a documentary about tigers is probably the best thing Netflix could ever. What? Discord.
Right ahead.
Oh, hello.
Braydon?
Anyway,
Oh, he's back. Wow.
Yeah, my Discord was messing up. Sorry.
that's
It's all
okay.
good, dude.
It's just a little behind the scenes look into how podcasts are made.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Especially online, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, during quarantine. It's so weird because there's a I listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast every week, and 2 weeks ago was their last actual live one. I think they were allowed to go to work. The only thing was that they said that they like sanitized everything and they separated everybody.
Suits.
Yeah, like they separated everybody completely. And now this week, it's weird because it's kind of like what we're doing, except the fact that they have webcams and they still have like a semi control room, so they still have like their main director like on the call with them to, I don't know, direct something or call something up. It's just super weird seeing how everything's kind of changing like that, you know?
Yeah.
Have you watched like traditional like TV nowadays or no? Like news and stuff. News and stuff is wild. Everything's over like Skype or whatever they can use to do
Yeah.
interviews. Same with like these sports shows. Like that's why I follow a lot of sports. A lot of the ESPN coverage now is just through webcam and a mic. It's kind of crazy to see.
Well, even if you tune into like the weird Snapchat daily shows they have on there, right? Like there's NBC Stay Tuned. Now they're all doing reporting from their apartments, right? Because they can't be together in a set anymore. So it's just I don't know. It's wild. It's super freaking weird. Even for me, like I work at a grocery store, right? So following health guidelines now, like we have tape on the floor to signify like the 6 feet back rule.
I also work at a grocery store, and people do not follow these tape lines. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that much right now.
Would though, like for
I would
real?
hope
Do you
so.
think people would look at those tape lines and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna follow that," or do you think that they're just gonna do the same old thing that they always do?
Oh no, they're gonna do the same old thing that they always do because
Exactly.
you know, like
Well, like, the thing is, Thunder Bay right now is trying to pride itself on how well it's been doing self-isolation. And I'm like, everybody is still going out for useless things. It's just that businesses are closed, so they're all congregating in Walmart.
Yeah, and
Pretty much.
And the hours are restricted too, which I personally think is one of the weirdest things they could do, because it causes more people more like instead of spreading out the time, it's all condensed
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
Yeah.
Like you can't go out like later to like avoid people being there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like for busing, they've reduced transit service, which, yeah, I get it. People shouldn't be going around, but for essential workers, now it's just increasing their risk of exposure because there's less buses to go and catch, but still just as many people needing to ride it.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
I don't know,
definitely
it's
wild. That's for sure.
yeah.
I guess one of the things that someone told me too. Do you think the way that like places are doing like business, so like sanitary ways, after this all it's gone, do you think it's gonna have to stay like kept up to date, or we're just gonna go back to normal? Because I don't think
Back to normal.
Yeah.
I don't think
no
there's
chance
normal.
people are gonna.
I don't think so, dude. I think people are gonna be like afraid of stuff still. You know?
Well,
They will be at the start, but give it like a year, and it will be like people aren't gonna do the extra thing unless they have to,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
unless it's a law.
The biggest thing which we're going to see is social change for how businesses hire people, because we have realized now that like you can hire from home and work remotely for a lot of operations. And healthcare is going to be a much bigger deal, I think, in the US based on how everything is going down there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Adam. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. Just I think that people are gonna stop sanitizing. Like by this time next year, it's gonna be back to normal.
Oh yeah.
I hope
probably.
so, but I don't know.
Yeah. It was weird too because I went out last week just kind of adding on the whole craze of it all, right? I went to Pet Value to pick up treats and food and stuff, and I walk in. And they've limited the store to customers to only 2 people in at a time, and they've made a little section up at the very front. They've taped it off completely, and they said like, oh, we're doing things differently now because of COVID, and so you tell us what you want, and we'll go grab it for you. So now it's just you tell them what you want. And for me, I didn't know. I mean, I was like, oh shit, I pick up. My mom has an account here. Check it out, And so then she'd look it up, and she went to go grab it, and it's just it's super weird. I even running back to the whole grocery store thing. I went to Metro, and I didn't think it was a big deal at the time, but like the cashier was very adamant about me staying the 6 feet back, right? Like she told me, like I put my stuff in. She's like, I'm just gonna have you stand further back and wait till they're done. I'm like, okay, it's fine, but it's just weird. It's totally different, totally like unheard of and unseen before, and
Yeah, one of the big things too is that we don't know anybody else's story, so it's really hard to judge because it's like. Some people might seem like they're going over the top, but at home, there might be somebody with asthma, or there might be somebody that's
an elderly person with them,
compromised, but they still have to go out to work because they need to live. So,
yeah, I guess like we went to Walmart like what was it, a week ago? Like 4 of us out of the 5 in here did, and like we were in that store, and you saw how packed it was, and no one was really like following the laws at all.
Yeah, it was way too busy. More so than Walmart should have been.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. I think it's just the panic overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know that the grocery store that I work at, like, we have security walking around now, and what they'll do, I remember I went in at 9 a.m. for a 9 a.m. shift, I think it was last week, and they cut anybody coming in, like, after 50 people. So once 50 people are in there, that's it. Like, you have to wait outside. For the time being, and then as soon as somebody leaves, they'll let somebody in.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's smart, but still, it's 50 people, dude.
yeah, it's not a whole lot.
No,
but
well, it's a start, right? They gotta start somewhere, but like even today, I went to the LCBO. I thought the way they're doing it's really weird but cool. They have like the 6 feet thing, and then they ask you, "Have you been outside the country in 2 weeks? Do you have any flu-like symptoms?" And you're here to buy stuff. If you're not here to buy stuff, then they'll kick you out.
Oh wow.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Like they don't want people there browsing.
Yeah,
Yeah, like know exactly what
it
you
makes
want.
a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then like I will say like the weirdest thing for me is usually every morning or like whenever I take a coffee break at work, going through the Tim's drive-thru and then having to like selfie stick out the thing for me to tap on, like the ATM, the debit machine.
Yeah.
It's a really weird feeling, dude. To have a stick out there instead of like just grabbing the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
crazy.
haven't seen that yet. Actually, that's crazy.
Me neither.
Oh, it's weird.
I haven't
But-
left my house in like days.
Yeah, same. You
Good
start
job
taking
on being
caffeine
good
pills,
citizens.
Dennis.
Pardon me?
Start taking caffeine pills.
I don't want to be addicted.
Caffeine.
Well, the pills, like it was like coffee. It's like okay, you have to physically even make it a bite.
Addicted from the pills as coffee. Can you not?
Yeah, but at least with coffee, it's something hot. It's not a pill,
That's true. Like it's not like you're just one-shotting it.
No, it's not like I'm just getting like an energy burst out of nowhere. With the coffee, at least I know, like, okay, I'm drinking a coffee. This is going to do it.
Yeah, but
With
with
the
the pill, you
pills-
know it's the pill.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I feel like pills and pills addiction scare the shit out of me. I do not know why.
Braydon,
Yeah.
how do you feel about
I feel about what?
Caffeine pills.
I don't know. It's I can't really. I can never really see myself ever taking any. Right? I mean,
Do you drink coffee?
no, I
He
don't.
drinks pop.
I drink a lot of pot, which is garbage for me. But I don't know. I've never thought about it. I mean, I'm kind of open to trying it. Not gonna lie, but
I would not. Nah, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
in moderation.
I don't
You know.
I wouldn't do caffeine pills, but I'm just saying, Dennis, if you don't want to go hit your Tim's selfie stick, tap it, just pick up some.
You can get it in
caffeine
pill
pills.
form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
There's
dude.
options, dude.
But, well, my other concern with was like the thing though. Was like I don't know where that selfie stick has been.
It's been in every other car that's been there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think they wipe it down after every person?
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like this selfie stick's probably the most like germ-infested thing.
Are
Yeah.
you touching the selfie stick, or are you just tapping and going?
Look, they stick it in your window from your car, so no matter what,
Yeah.
it's in your car.
Fair.
Also, every like a bunch of other people probably touch the
The thing, yeah,
thing, right?
Hmm.
yeah, because everyone has tap, right? So like even if you do tap it, your hand's gonna touch the thing,
Well-
and you get the germs, and then blah 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 blah.
Here's the other thing: they bring it back inside the window anyway.
Yeah, what's the
So
point of
if,
the
if
selfie
they're
stick?
not wiping it off like
No,
regularly, like
regularly.
really regularly,
As long
it doesn't
as
do anything.
Yeah, if you yourself are being a diligent citizen and sanitizing your own hands, then like it should be all fine. Just however
but-
they want to run their wild business.
The wild business of Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not gonna say that like there's people that are just not doing that, but like even if you do that, that doesn't mean that you didn't like touch something that someone who has the virus that doesn't know they have the virus or something.
That's-
Like
that's
if
the
they touch
scariest
something
thing
and then you
too,
like
right?
touch a pole and then you walk up to the McDonald's and touch it, like even though you just washed your hands 20 minutes ago,
Hmm.
you still could. I don't know.
That's the
Yeah.
scariest thing about this though, because you don't know if you have it or not till it's like you get all the symptoms at once. Apparently, that's what I've been reading up, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Or you just could be asymptomatic the whole time and not have any symptoms.
And you
Yeah.
just be spraying
It's
it.
even
dude.
more terrifying.
Yeah.
All or nothing, baby.
Low key, I feel like when we came back to Toronto at the beginning of March, a couple of us had it and didn't know. That's
Dude.
what I'm saying.
I'm saying Mitch
You
for
think
sure
so?
had it. Mitch had it 100%, dude. I'm convinced.
I don't know.
I
The
think
way he was sick in class, dude, I'm convinced.
I don't know. I
don't know.
I think it's just kind of a fluke that Mitch got sick.
Yeah.
I think
after
if
that.
Mitch had it, more of us would have gotten sick. Cause like Mitch got sick. I think like Andrea got sick after we came back, and then like that was it.
Yeah.
And you have to remember that we were going like 100% of the time. Like people were like fully worn out by the end of that trip, which is usually when you get sick, right?
Hmm.
And you come back and like that's a regular time that people get sick anyway.
After that bender.
Yeah. Well, even like 5 days of just straight like tours and like nonstop like experiencing
Yeah.
Toronto. It was just like people were worn out.
Yeah, it was an educational experience, James, not a bender.
Yeah, you're right.
An educational bender.
Side note, Dennis said Tim Hortons, and it just got me thinking Simp Hortons. Like they pay for your coffee.
Wow, dude. I would really appreciate that. As someone that drinks coffee daily, yeah. Bro, that'd be like goals. If I could just wake up every morning and have a nice fresh coffee in my hand I didn't pay for.
Oh yeah.
It's called having a sugar daddy.
Yeah, how do I get one of those though? That's the issue.
Dennis, you are the shit.
Dennis, you are the sugar
That's
daddy.
true.
Boys, don't expose me now. Come on.
Get him a sugar uncle.
Thank you. Thanks, Adam.
Yo, Joe Exotic.
All you have to do is get some tattoos, like a couple more, and low key a little bit of meth.
Oh yeah.
And
Low key, keep it on the low.
Dye your hair a bright blonde, grow it out into a mullet.
Jesus.
You know.
his hair type though was dark brown. All of his husbands had dark brown hair.
Yeah.
They did have the Denis stash.
They did.
Yo,
All
Dennis.
of them did?
Yes, they
Yeah.
did. They
Oh
did.
wow.
Dennis, he's
Yeah,
also
Dennis,
into
dye your
polygamy.
hair.
So listen, Dennis, you
Yeah.
got an in, all right?
I got in.
Yeah.
It's men. His type is men who are not into men but are okay being married to men,
For men.
and like 3 men. Yeah, and for heckin' meth. So
I think I don't fit any of those criteria though.
Yes,
That's
you
a
do.
type right there. That's.
Oh yeah, I
that's
fit the
something.
one of them. One of the 3. I guess the mustache too,
Just replace meth with coffee, and you're good.
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, in pill form.
Meth in pill
Stop.
form.
Shut up.
Oh my
we're
lord.
just trying to get you a nice man.
I don't want a man.
Or
though.
men.
It.
I don't want
Plural.
None of his husbands wanted a man, so
that. Wow.
And look how they turned out.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah, Dylan did.
Dylan did, yes.
Yes.
Oh, what's it called? Speaking of like cool things, I know somebody that I know has been like, so certain stores allow like employee hours, so like an hour or two just for employees to shop.
Mm-hmm.
My one person I know has been taking advantage of it and just been bringing all of his like friends that need stuff, and just say he's like polyamorous. So he's like showing up with like 20 different people to the store to buy stuff.
Polyamorous. Oh my god.
Yeah, so him and his boys, or
Dang.
him and a couple of girls are just shopping. He's like, yeah, Paul.
Wow.
God.
Accepting lifestyles 2020.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool though, right? Like they can't question it either, because then this is discrimination. No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but,
cool
like-
on the surface.
Yeah.
He walks in with like a group of people, and then the next day
No,
comes
no.
back with a different group.
It's not a group. It's like 2 people, or then like 1 person, but they're all different.
Okay, but like then he comes back the next day and he has a different
Well,
people.
They have a mask
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Or like he's dating all of them.
He's not at all, but he's saying.
I know,
he
but he's
is,
saying
like,
that he's dating all of them.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's
Res-
wild.
Heckin' respect the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you gotta like
Respect
basically
the drip, Karen.
you gotta fake it to make it, dude.
Respect the drip, Carol.
Dennis has given us that same offer.
I did. Because I
So-
also have the same permission.
Does that mean we're going to Walmart as a polyamorous crew?
We are a polyamorous crew, Carson. What do you mean?
You're already a polyamorous crew.
Yeah,
Are we taking advantage of it though?
we could
Going
be.
to Walmart?
Get Walmart
could
trips.
be.
Get more Walmart trips with the boys.
Yeah.
8 to 9 p.m., dude.
Need
I'll
some
get
more
you in.
Goldfish? They still on sale?
Yes, they are.
Dang.
Add them to
Goldfish is
some
what-
eggs. You're good. You know.
Shut up.
We're golden.
Boys, you can't knock it till you try. That's all I'm saying, you
I
know?
am not.
It's
I
true.
will not try.
Bro,
I might
if we're-
try it. I might try it.
if we're ever in a hotel or like an Airbnb again, James, I'm making you eggs to Goldfish. On God.
Lord.
I'm fine with it. I'll try it. I'll try it.
I mean, yeah. Listen, I'm open to trying it. I think it's an affront to nature, but I'll do it.
How about barbecue Pringles, though?
I still no
That's
like
even worse.
that's arguably
Come on.
worse.
It's not, though. You put a little texture on that thing?
Well, you know what? We're approaching the hour mark. I think that's
Yes,
I think that's pretty
Wrap up.
solid for a
Wrap up
first
time?
episode. Yeah.
Do we have a sign off?
I don't think so.
what if we all just like at the same time said
screamed
sign
into
off?
the mic?
or scream? I don't know.
I don't think it's.
Yeah. Let's say sign off. All right.
All right, we're gonna count it
Thank-
down.
Wait. Thank you to our viewers, and thank you to Maltese for sponsoring this episode.
Adam.
He did it! He did it!
1.
Sign off. We're not sponsored by.